Welcome to Fake Guru Friday on a Saturday. Today we've got an exciting one for you guys that I've saved for Fake Guru 10 because this is juicy. We got a juicy one for you guys. So we're just gonna unravel this slowly, okay? I'm not even gonna tell you who our fake guru is yet. All I'm gonna show you is this first. Kayvon, who is one of those financial gurus. You know, you've seen them. We've done them all on this show. Okay, you go to his site, goes, you got the one call closer methodology. Stop selling, start closing. And why should you hire Kayvon? Well, Kayvon is the guy. He's done a lot. Look at him right there doing business. Look at him right there speaking at Harvard. The Harvard Business Club. Incredible, incredible. Except, not everything is how it seems. So let's go back to, Let's go to his little speech, which is online. Kayvon featured speaker for Business Expert Forum at Harvard Faculty Club. Now that sounds pretty professional. About to get juicy.
Our featured speaker is a two-time collegiate male athlete of the year. Please welcome the one and only Kayvon.
Stop. What does this look like? What impression would this give you? Kayvon is speaking at Harvard. Oh, great. Harvard invited him to speak. Pretty prestigious. They don't invite a lot of people. He's up there with the likes of Bill Gates, right? With the likes of Jeff Bezos. Okay? Bezos. That's right. That's what I said. Bezos.
I can still remember it. I'm 19 years old, driving in a third world country with my parents. Hands are grabbing me. I'm ripped from the car, tossed into a van, speeding off in the opposite direction. When I finally came to, I found myself in a dark alley. If you've been living as a kidnapped victim, here telling you, and the Harvard's crest is here telling you, to believe in yourself so you can discover your truth. Look at the fear-driven parts of your life and realize making a move, it won't end it. It will begin it.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys a little secret. That wasn't Harvard. That wasn't the Harvard School of Business. Kayvon was not invited by Harvard. Kayvon is not affiliated with Harvard. That was a speech all set up by the fake guru of fake gurus, who sets up speeches that appear as though they're hosted by very prestigious places, such as West Point, such as Harvard, such as NASDAQ, such as Coca-Cola, when in reality they have no affiliation with these people at all. But the fake guru of fake gurus gets the fake gurus to pay him money to go speak there. And in fact, this crowd that you see is not a real crowd at all. They didn't come to see Kayvon speak. Actually, most of these people are going to give their speeches later, and they'll be recorded, and then they can go and put their thing on, and Kayvon will be in the audience at that point, clapping and pretending to care, because none of this is real. This is an elaborate tool to create what Clint Arthur, the organizer of this, the fake guru of fake gurus, calls marketing material. Marketing material for you to believe that these people have something that you don't have, to believe that these people have spoken at the likes of Harvard, at the likes of West Point, at the likes of NASDAQ, at the likes of Coca-Cola, when in reality, they haven't. Okay, so now it's time to introduce you to Clint Arthur. Clint Arthur is this guy right here. He is a former taxi driver who decided that he wanted to teach people how to be celebrities. And Clint Arthur has a very basic approach to this. He's kind of like that guy. Have you ever seen people who all they do is take pictures next to famous people and they think that proximity to success is success? Like they think just because you take a picture with Snoop Dogg, you're going to be Snoop Dogg. Okay, that's this guy. Clint Arthur, personal branding expert, Wharton School of Business graduate, et cetera, et cetera. And he's got all these pictures of him with these famous people. I'm not sure any of them know him. He might have just photobombed it. But he's got a lot of testimonials here. But his simple premise is that he will get you on, he hacks your way onto these like local TV spots, and he'll get you marketing material such as you speaking at Harvard, etc. Now, if you think, wow, that sounds really sketchy and a little scummy, well, I think you're right, which is why it's surprising that the Wall Street Journal says the guy who gets financial advisor speaking engagements at Harvard. That's surprising you say that. But when you actually go to it, the first sentence of the entire article is more than a dozen financial advisors claimed to have given speeches at Harvard Business School and U.S. Military Academy at West Point, but they weren't invited to speak by those leading universities. This article is like a hit piece on Clint Arthur. And Clint Arthur is the kind of guy who will take your hit piece and put it in the testimonial section of his website. Because when you go there, he's got it as it's his first testimonial, is the guy who gets financial advisors to. If you actually click on the article, it's like it's a scathing review of this guy, and he puts it on the first testimonial of his. Anyway, that's the kind of guy we're dealing with. That's the kind of guy that Clint Arthur is. And this boldness, this brashness has led him to do things like faking the Harvard logo. Like you see this right here? This is from the Harvard, business thing. It's not real. This is not the real Harvard logo. And it's designed to look like the Harvard logo, but not exact. So for liability reasons, it cannot be the Harvard logo. The real Harvard logo is this. It says Veritas. Well, Clint Arthur's Harvard logo says Veritas in negotio, which sounds a bit like truth is negotiable, but actually it means truth in business, which is sort of more ironic. Because of course there's no truth here at all. You're literally faking an invitation at leading universities using their name just to push yourself to the top in this really scummy way. But probably what I hate the most from Clint is this, he's just shameless. So look, this is him talking to his people, the people who pay him tens of thousands of dollars to go ahead and get these speeches at Harvard. And these people, by the way, we'll get into who does this more. They're in full awareness that this is not real. He tells them right up front, this isn't real. And they go through it with it anyway. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm more shocked that someone does this or that people actually buy this and they feel okay about this. Look, this is what Clint Arthur dares to say about getting the most from Harvard.
You have to post accurately and not misrepresent what this is. I have seen people posting, hey, I'm really excited, I'm going to be speaking at Harvard. Well, that's not really true. You're not speaking at Harvard. You're speaking at the Harvard Club of Boston. And that's not quite the same, is it? As saying,
no, it's not quite the same, Clint. But are you surprised that people are saying this? Why do you think they're joining your thing?
That you're speaking at Harvard. So I would really encourage you to always be truthful in your marketing.
Oh my gosh. The guy who sells fake speeches to Harvard is saying, always be truthful in your marketing. What? How is this guy for real? Look, did I not tell you that this, smash like right now. Look, if I'm coming through on my promise that this is an unbelievable story, smash like right now. Okay, smash it. Then subscribe to this channel, and then listen to Clint Arthur go on and take the high ground, the moral high ground on why you should be truthful in marketing.
And never ever lie. And never say that you're doing something that you're not doing. For example, for some inexplicable reason, when we were doing our events sponsored by the Entrepreneurship Club of Harvard Business School, we had many financial advisors who posted on their websites, here's my video speaking at Harvard Business School. That's not true. Why would they do that?
Why would they do that, Clint? Why? That's the whole reason they paid for your service, Clint. Come on, you can't be this dumb, Clint. Okay, so, sorry. So he goes on, and of course, eventually, Harvard does catch on to this. Harvard does find out what this guy's doing. And like, look, we're not going to let you rent a room if you're going to be doing this. He no longer does it at Harvard. I believe West Point has canceled him. But does that stop Clint? Look, comment below whether you think that stops Clint right now. No, it doesn't stop Clint. Clint moves on and finds someone else to abuse their name. Clint at NASDAQ Is he really speaking for NASDAQ? Did NASDAQ invite him? No. But if you pay several thousands of dollars, you can speak at a $1 million business accelerator. Now, don't say you spoke for NASDAQ, okay, guys? That would be lying, and we don't want to do that. We just want to tell the truth.
Say what?
But what's a little upsetting for me is that he's always claiming that his speakers are actually getting results from this.
What happened for you leading up to the NASDAQ speech that you did in April?
Man, it was amazing. You know, I actually took and started using in my newsletters for my company and stuff, and I started talking about me going to NASDAQ to my clients and prospects and stuff. And I actually got 2 meetings to go, talk to clients, and it was directly from saying I was going to talk at NASDAQ. So before I even spoke at NASDAQ, and I was telling you this at the pre-party in New York about this, and we ended up landing those clients. They were $300,000 worth of $300,000 of revenue for me.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, this stuff that we can laugh at, that we can think is so funny, it ultimately leads to people getting misled about what these people are. And it does lead to fake fame, and people end up losing money. I mean, presumably, these people wouldn't have done business with this guy if they had known he wasn't really at NASDAQ. But because it looked like it, the guy got the business that he was looking for. And no one seems to be talking about, like, that's kind of a problem. So other people that more prominent people that he's dealt with so far, we're talking about just like people you might not have heard of. Someone you might have heard of that's done this with old Clint is Jason Bond. From Jason Bond Pics, you probably do know him. Unfortunately, he's taken his video off the web because I think he realized it doesn't look too good for him to be faking a speech at Harvard. But this guy is pretty successful on YouTube. I mean, I've gotten a lot of comments about, like, reviewing him. I'm not going to review him specifically, but basically, if someone fakes a speech at Harvard, I think you can learn everything you need to know from that person. But look, even though it's a little bit depressing that people do achieve some success by using these really scummy methods, here's the good news, and I want to end it on a high note, okay? This fake guru 10. So I want to reflect a bit about what I've learned from watching all these fake gurus. You can only fake it for so long. You can only pretend to be successful for so long. It does end up catching up with you. Clint Arthur, it's catching up with him. He's had pieces done on him. He's more and more limited in the places he can essentially do these weird fake speeches at, or fake events at, where it looks like they're doing it for somebody, but they're actually a separate organization entirely, just using the name. But he's less and less able to do that, and that's a good thing, and that's something we have to remember going forward, is these guys, even though they do sometimes make a lot of money, and they make it off the backs of people who probably can't afford it or are misled by the offering, it does end up catching up. And so that's the good thing. People like Jason Bond are haunted by the fact they did this, and all these people you saw today that are doing these fake speeches, now you know who they are, what type of things they choose to associate themselves with. So with all that said, I want to talk to you guys about something a little close to my heart, and that's microphone quality, okay? So listen up to me good. Listen up to me good right now, okay? Listen up. I've heard some nonsense being talked. Some nonsense being talked in this close community we have together right now, and I just want to say, don't y'all ever make fun of my microphone quality again, okay? If you ever do that one more time, fake guru is over. Fake guru is over. So I only want to hear good things about my microphone, so you can hear me loud and clear. So with that out of the way, I just got to say this. Thank you to everyone who invited me to speak at this prestigious university, okay? Now, when I was a young boy, Sorry, it gets me a little emotional every time I think about it. When I was invited to the business club, the School of Harvard, not affiliated with Harvard, it choked me up. Because I thought back to when I was a boy, and I knew at that moment that I was gonna do something great. So don't ever let your dreams be dreams, okay? You gotta go out there, and even if you have to fake it till you make it, you gotta seize that dream, you gotta seize it. And only then, when you tell the truth, will you be free. Thank you, Harvard. Thank you. I'm very honored. Thank you for inviting me here. I can't believe it. Only 10 grand.